The night I heard my dad cry changed me. I used to think adults had cheat codes, like once you hit 30, you just automatically unlocked some inner wisdom and knew how to fix things, like taxes, mortgages, broken cars, life. My parents, especially, seemed untouchable. My dad could fix anything from a squeaky door to a busted toaster, and my mom could stretch a grocery budget like she had a coupon for gravity. They were steady, strong. They made life feel stable, even when I was too young to understand the math behind it. So when I was 24 and still living at home, working long warehouse shifts and saving for my big move out, I didn't worry about them at all. I worried about myself, getting my own place, paying for my own car insurance, maybe upgrading my busted phone. My parents were fine, right? Wrong. It was a Tuesday morning. I was eating cereal straight out of the mixing bowl when Dad came home from work way earlier than usual. He didn't say anything, just walked past me like a zombie and dropped onto the couch like gravity suddenly got stronger. Mom was folding laundry. She saw his face and immediately froze. "What happened?" she asked. Dad looked at the floor for a solid minute, then he said it quietly. "They're closing the shop." The same shop he'd worked at for 23 years. Gone. Mom dropped the shirt in her hand. It felt like the whole house just stopped, like the clocks paused. My spoon hung in midair. Then I heard it. My dad started crying. Not loud, not theatrical. It was quiet, choked, like it physically hurt to let it out. He put his head in his hands and just shook. That man used to bench press me for fun. Now he looked like he was collapsing from the inside. "How are we going to pay the mortgage?" he whispered. "We've got maybe 2 months saved up." After that, I just stood there, frozen, watching my childhood superheroes crack right down the middle. Mom was rubbing his back, but she looked like a ghost, pale, hands trembling. The stack of bills on the table suddenly looked like a mountain. That night, I couldn't sleep. Their bedroom was next to mine, and the walls were thin. I heard them. Mom reading numbers from papers. Dad saying, "I'm sorry," like it was the only word he remembered. They talked about selling the car, taking out loans, calling relatives, and I just laid there, thinking about every time I whined as a kid about not getting a new game, or eating out, or going on field trips. Every tantrum I threw over sneakers or movie tickets. They were never saying no because they didn't care. They said no because they were barely surviving, and I had no idea. The next morning, I got up early and called my supervisor. "Give me every overtime shift you've got." I started working 60 hours a week. Warehouse grind, heavy boxes, frozen fingers, bleeding calluses, but I didn't care. I paid the electric bill first, then the groceries, water, internet, cell phones. Little by little, I covered what I could, quietly. I didn't tell my parents. I just made sure those bills stopped showing up in their stack. They were so buried in worry about the mortgage and job hunting that they didn't notice the lights stayed on without issue. 3 weeks in, it all unraveled. Dad found the receipt for the electricity bill in my jeans while doing laundry. He walked into my room that night, holding the paper like it was radioactive. "Son, what is this?" I tried to downplay it, like it was no big deal. "Just helping out," I said. He didn't argue, just sat on the edge of my bed and looked at me. A long, tired stare. Then he patted my shoulder. "Thanks, son." That was it. No speech, no dramatic hug, just that. After he left, I closed my door, sat on the floor, and cried like a 6-year-old. Ugly, chest-hitching sobs. Because in that moment, it hit me. Parents are just people. People who had dreams and fears and burdens long before we ever showed up. People who gave up everything for us and hoped we'd never notice how hard it was. The hardest pill to swallow? Realizing your parents weren't invincible. They were just really, really good at pretending.